All right, so this is a really quick demo of Syn Spot, which is a little tool for time zones for teams, basically. And the long story short is this was done over the last 48 hours that I built myself personally. Everything that you're seeing in this demo, and there was a brief given, and it was a part of a little hackathon that I was doing, and basically the main issue and the problem this tool solves is that a lot of the tools out there for time zones, basically they let you add multiple time zones, and sometimes they let you view working hours, but they don't let you customize those working hours. Or sometimes they let you customize working hours, but you can't see them from a different teammate's perspective or something like that. And so that was basically what was built out here. Something where you can show all time zones in one view. So if you everybody's working hours in one view, see like custom working hours, and basically be able to see a unified view of when everybody's online, while also being able to obviously kind of change the time zone that you're in and your schedule, and kind of seeing things from a different perspective. So, like I can simulate being somewhere else in the world and seeing what it looks like. So here you have a kind of overview, and that will basically show you this unified view of people on your team. And what this shows you is different people, and what time it is for them, and a little indicator as to like how many people are available in that time zone or not. And so you can add more people, you can have different teams, and you can add teammates, you can edit team, and you can add schedules, custom schedules. And I'll demo a little bit more on these in a second, but basically this lets you quickly get an overview of who's online and where. And so, the yellow icon is like some people are online, green is obviously everybody's online, and people's profiles are on the right, and you can hover to see who exactly is online or not, and that red indicator obviously shows whether they're online or not. Now, you can also use this overlap view to view like when are people online, and the green indicator and red indicator is now based on the slider as opposed to the current time. And so you can kind of slide across and see when people are online, and you can change this to simulate being somewhere else. So let's say I'm going to be in Dubai next week, and I'm going to wake up at, let's say, 7 a.m. What does it look like, right? So how does my day look like? All right, so about midday, I should be able to have most people online. And yeah, so when it comes to creating a team, let's say my new team, or Minthouse2, let's just call it minthouse.dev2, and this is a great team, and you can create, and if you reload, it will refresh and you'll have Minthouse2 over here. I actually use Firebase real-time database, sorry, but I didn't quite have time to basically listen to database changes, set up that listening, so that it updates real time, which is something like a future feature that I want to add, which should be pretty simple. But what you can do here is if somebody already has a Syn Spot account, you can just invite them and add their schedule here. So for example, let's add this user, let's add this user, let's add this user, and if we reload this, we'll now see this populated. If we go back to this team, so we can see there's somebody in Istanbul, people in Lisbon, and in São Paulo. And you can see, oh, nobody's available right now. You can also see when are we going to be next available, right? So, I mean, I'm available, but if we start this from, let's say, like right now, it's a little bit late, 23. All right, so it's going to be a couple of hours before anybody's online. Specifically from Lisbon, all right, we have a few hours, right, to go. So you can quickly see kind of who's online, who's not, and also have this kind of overlap view to see where everybody is. Yeah, it was pretty fun to build, and I thought it is actually a pretty useful tool, and I will be using this with my team. It's not like anything completely game changing, but I think when you have a larger team, it is pretty nice. And one of the nice things that also I built out was you can add custom schedules. And so, for example, you might say, Vodafone calling hours or something, or office hours or something like that, where everybody has to be online, or any, like you have access to some coach or something, right? And let's say we wanted to add that, and they're in New York. and they're only available from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can add that schedule. Also, you can invert start and end hours if you want. So if you want to like work late, start at 11, end at 5, you can do that. So start at 11, end at 5. But let's, for simplicity's sake, start at 10, end at 2. Add the schedule. And if I reload this, it'll show up now over here. This schedule will actually show up for the entire team. So I've added the schedule on my end, but it's part of the team schedules now. So you can actually share schedules across an entire team, which I think is a really nice feature when you have a large team. And if you have offices in 2 or 3 different cities, you can very quickly see one office and see all the people in that office and see, who's online, who's not. I could definitely kind of build this out further if people actually find this useful. I'm sure myself and my team, we can actually build this out a little bit more, but for now, this kind of suits our needs, and it was a pretty fun project. I thought I would demo it and kind of show what it's like, how to use it. And I will be making a link go live. This is localhost at the minute, but I will be sending out a link. And yeah, you can edit your schedule, customize that. So in my case, I said I was starting at 5:30. That's probably not. So I'll start maybe 9 and finish at like 12 or maybe 1 a.m. So in this case, I might invert my hours from 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. And yeah, I can save that, reload it. And you'll see that I'm now online over here. And in my overlap, I can see my hours go until 1 a.m. So yeah, that's it. But yeah, this is the little demo, and you also have a little mobile view where you can see you can add schedules, you can edit the team, you can add teammates, you can do most of the interactions, you can kind of move around your own schedule and things like that. You don't have the overlap view because the overlap view really didn't play nice with mobile, unfortunately. So this overlap view doesn't work on mobile, but you can have this overview very quickly. So it's still available to you. So that's it. And that was a little kind of, 7-minute demo.